Hi, my name's Jonathan Sharp. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director of Britannic Technologies. My presentation is entitled Shifting to Leaner Ways of Working and Unifying Communications for Remote Workers. Does it work? Absolutely. We've got some really great success stories. So one example was a world leader in really outsourced services that implemented a solution from us during lockdown. They'd won a very large contract. They were going to be experiencing a lot of inbound contacts as part of the service. And very quickly, we worked with them. We designed the solution using what is an off-the-shelf application. So we configured it for them. And within 5 days of the initial demonstration, the system was live. It was configured and able to handle what was a very large influx of email contacts. But 200,000 emails were handled, and over 150,000 was successfully automated and delivered first contact resolution. So, what a great story. And of course, if you look at it, then providing this service without the automation that we delivered, they'd have struggled to scale the business and the teams, especially with home workers, to be able to meet the demand. So we were able to support them, deliver a service to their customers without actually having to scale up the headcount. So a really great story. A couple of others. So we worked with the council looking at how we could streamline contact into their organisation. So the first one that we picked was questions around bin collection. So they're actually receiving in excess of I think it's 3,500 inquiries a month about bin collection. When's the bin going to be collected, and is it recycling? Is it household waste? Is it garden waste? And we were able to automate that process for them using an AI chatbot system, and actually reduce the cost of supporting that service by 95%. And since then, they've been able to look at other processes. So this is very much the way we work, which is an iterative process. Look at other processes and add those into that platform. So as you go, you're solving other problems and gaining greater efficiencies. So it becomes a momentum that you build. Another great example, one of Europe's largest construction companies using the technology platform for automated ordering, and in excess of 25,000 transactions have been automated through the platform. And certainly within the first year of running the service, they'd accounted £10 million worth of saving as a result of the automation that we delivered. And finally, another recent example was a leading university that were looking to implement a cloud contact center solution with us to improve student engagement. But also it became to accommodate some of the challenges that they were going to have around clearing during a global pandemic. Clearing is such an important aspect for universities. Each university place, each student, their fees are 27,000 over 3 years. So you can imagine the scale of the thousands of placements multiplied by £27,000. So we built the system, we'd integrated into the CRM platform, and importantly, we were working with them to look at the change of student demographics and expectations around communication. I have children of that age who, they'd much rather communicate over social channels or WhatsApp than actually pick the phone up. So it's a direction of travel that we're definitely seeing. So we're able to unify these channels into a single interface, and actually from a platform be in a position to support home workers. And it was over 450 staff working from home during a global pandemic, and they had an incredibly successful clearing process. They were able to achieve their targets under what was extreme pressure, handling very, very large volumes of interactions. And it was interesting to see that the volume of WhatsApp interactions that they handled. So, once again, pointing to the direction of travel. So another customer that we recently helped was Mercury Holidays. So they were getting a lot of emails in from airlines, and they were having people sat there reading them, working out what to do with them, forwarding them on to customers or forwarding them to different staff. And they came to us with that as a problem. We'd love to be in a position where we can improve the efficiency of how we handle these email alerts. So we worked with them. We again took this off-the-shelf technology, we configured it with them so that they were able to get the messages coming in. The system would automatically read, review, respond, route, and actually vastly reduce the number of people needed to actually deal with those types of messages and inquiries. And of course, what happened after that system had been in, it was working well. It was helping them to improve the customer experience. But they then had this massive challenge that was right across the whole travel sector of we need to repatriate customers. We need to be in a position of dealing with all these the uncertainty and questions around future holidays, and they were able to very quickly scale this platform and use it to deal with what was the unforeseen of a global pandemic. So I think if we're looking at streamlining, yes, most definitely, people working from home, we're seeing it. Businesses starting to relinquish office space. Why pay for office space if people are going to work from home? Do you need as much as you used to? Can we have hot desking environments for people when they're in, and blend that with home working? And that definitely seems to be a direction of travel that many businesses are going through. So there's a great cost saving that can be achieved there. There's potentially what we're going to see, which is the reworking of some of the headcount due to furlough being closed and unemployment unfortunately growing, so less people available. So we do need to use technology to try and augment the people, the human resource that we have. If we look at the cost of people interacting around transactional contact, it's very high. Whereas if we use technology to automate and interact, there's significant cost savings that can be achieved. So that the economic position, the financial argument really speaks for itself. But it isn't about replacing people, it's about augmenting them. It's about doing things that technology can do very well, and then if and when required, connecting people together to benefit from the value that people can deliver.